Welcome to the Lincoln High School Class of 2018 Scholarship Breakfast and Awards Program. The first thing I would like to do is thank all of the scholarship sponsors that are here presenting for their generosity. So if we could start by giving them a round of applause. The second thing is kind of a business item. Make sure that if you do have a cell phone with you, it's turned off as far as on vibrate, so it doesn't ring or give notifications while we're here. Definitely encourage pictures, especially from family. Understandable, but just we don't want a lot of cell phones ringing or going off while we're here honoring our graduates. We will start with Ms. Glenda Morgan. She will be in here in a moment. For our scholarship presenters, there is a copy of the program on the podium like we discussed. Please introduce the person that follows you and return your folder here, otherwise there might be a charge. I do keep a running tally on the program of who takes their folders, Mr. Esser, so I was very happy to see him back this morning. But I do appreciate everyone being here, and we will start with Ms. Morgan and the honor students in just a moment.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome you and the class of 2018 to this year's Awards Day program. It's my pleasure to begin with our honor students. As I call your name, please come up to the stage to accept your award, and then line up please for a picture. June Brown. Natalie Fisher. Callie Fry. Daniela Garcia. Mary Hinchcliffe. Cassidy Huber. Vaughn Lloyd. Grace Ann McWilliams. Sam Mickle. Iris Quinlan. Madison Schromick. Abigail Spalding. And Jessica Turk. Okay, so stay there for just a second. This group of students coming to the stage earning this award in honor started earning this award in honor when they were freshmen. They have earned a 92 grade point average on a 100-point scale over their 4 years in high school. This Friday at graduation, they will be recognized with a gold or white honor cord and an asterisk by their name in the program. These students have been successful academically and involved in many activities at Lincoln High School. They truly make Lincoln the best place to learn. The next set of awards that I have the privilege to present are the Principal's Leadership Awards. These are students that have donated their time and service to the class of 2018. This year's class officers, Mary Hinchcliffe, class president. Iris Quinlan, vice president. Natalie Fisher, treasurer. And Cassidy Huber, secretary. Thank you for your hard work, ladies. The next set of awards that I have the privilege to present are the Wisconsin Academic Excellence Scholar Award. The Academic Excellence Scholars Program was initiated in an effort to keep the best and brightest students in the state of Wisconsin. Academic Excellence Scholarships are awarded to the Wisconsin high school seniors who have the highest grade point average after 7 semesters in each public and private high school in Wisconsin. The value of the scholarship is approximately $2,250 per year to be applied toward tuition at any participating UW school, Wisconsin Technical College, or independent institution in Wisconsin. This year's Academic Excellence Scholarship is awarded to Ms. Abby Spalding. Abby will be pursuing a degree in equine science at the University of Wisconsin and River Falls. And our next award is the Wisconsin Tech Award. Wisconsin Technical Excellence Scholarship. The Technical Excellence Scholarship Program began awarding scholarships in the 2015-16 college academic year. The scholarships are only for use at a school within the Wisconsin Technical College system located within the state. The value of the scholarship is up to $2,250 per year to be applied toward tuition. Technical Excellence Scholarships are to be awarded by the state of Wisconsin to Wisconsin high school seniors who have the highest demonstrated level of proficiency in technical education subjects. Lincoln's recipient is Ms. Mary Hinchcliffe. Come on up, Mary. Throughout her high school career, Mary has enrolled in 7 career and technical education courses and maintained an impressive 95% GPA in her CTE classes. Mary will be attending Chippewa Valley Technical College to pursue a degree in nursing. And finally, I have a Perfect Attendance Award, a very amazing award. The All-Star Attendance Award goes to a very hardworking and conscientious young man who has not missed a day of school during his entire 4 years of high school. This is an amazing accomplishment. He and his parents have so much to be proud of. Spencer Tollefson is the recipient of the All-Star Attendance Award for the class of 2018. Irony. Yes. I'll make sure he gets it. And it's now my pleasure to introduce April Breheim from Jackson County Bank.
Good morning. In January of last year, the Jackson County Bank celebrated its 140th anniversary of doing business in our local communities. We have 6 locations and provide service to over 7,000 customers. Jackson County Bank's way of showing our appreciation and promoting support for organizations as well as the general community is by giving back. Last year, we donated over $48,000 to various organizations within our communities. In the last 20 years, we have awarded over $50,000 in scholarships. The Jackson County Bank Scholarship was established to recognize the student with the highest grade point average. However, this year's recipient has also been involved in band, yearbook, and FBLA. I'm honored to present the 2018 Jackson County Bank Valedictorian Scholarship to Miss Abby Spalding. I was also asked to present the class of 1970 scholarship as well for my mom, who couldn't be here today. The class of 1970 has come up with a scholarship in appreciation and honor of their teachers and teaching profession. The recipient for this year is Mr. Mitchell Olson. Mitchell is planning on attending Winona State University to pursue a degree in elementary education. And next on the agenda, I'm pleased to introduce Mr. Larry Lunda.
I'm curious, how many people of you students know what this is? Yeah. What? Slide rule. Yeah. Slide rule. You just pass that around. This is what before we had calculators. That's what we used. Yeah. So it was about 1972. This product came along, made by Texas Instrument, and all it could do was add, subtract, multiply, and divide. But it caused quite a revolution in my engineering classes because we were using that slide rule, and it was kind of unnerving because you'd be working your slide rule, and the guy next to you was working on this little calculator. It only cost $150 back then. Today's price on that, using today's dollars, would be $800. So a lot of the professors had a real struggle with that. It was kind of a divisional whether or not they let you use that. Spencer Collison, you're going to have fun with him for the next 40 years. All your class reunions, you can remind him of his attendance record. I got a kick out of that. My family has always believed in technical college education and its ability to prepare young people for the future. I read just recently that 65% of graduating seniors will have jobs in their careers that don't exist now. So that's a lot of change. Just like the slide rule and the calculator, you're going to see a lot of change, and people that embrace change do a lot better than people that resist change. So be flexible. We'd like to give out 8 $1,000 scholarships to Miguel Barrios, Chance Butcher, Mary Hinchcliffe, John Martin, Jasmine Medina, Rebecca Murphy, Michaela, and McKenna Zimbar. John Martin? How about John Martin? Jasmine? Yeah, I know you too. Chance? As well. Presenting the Co-op Credit Union Scholarships is Carl Laufenberg.
Good morning. On behalf of all the employees and members of Co-op Credit Union, I would like to congratulate all of the graduates of 2018. Each year, Co-op Credit Union is pleased to give scholarships to students throughout our membership area. It's one of the ways that we give back to the communities we serve. We are honored to award a $1,000 scholarship this year to Grace McWilliams. And next up, we have Vince Ruzick with the Ruzick Scholarship.
I'm afraid I taught long enough ago that I used to teach people how to make change. Can you imagine that? The Ruzick Scholarship is a $1,000 scholarship that considers athletic and academic accomplishments. And the winner this year is Cassidy Huber, who will be attending UW Oakland. And now I'll turn it over to Matt Esser.
Everybody's making time jokes. I don't really have any time jokes, but I do remember when I first started teaching here years back. These guys were 8th graders, so that's my joke. It's not very funny, but that's all I have. Where there's a need, there's a lion. Chicago businessman Melvin Jones founded Lions Club International in 1917. It has now grown to 46,000 clubs and over 1.4 million members from over 200 countries, making it the world's largest service club organization in the world. Our members aim to meet the needs of our communities on a local and global level, from providing children with vision screenings and eyeglasses to diabetes treatment and prevention. It is our goal to support our communities where there is a need. Our mission statement reads like this: to empower volunteers to serve their communities, meet humanitarian needs, encourage peace, promote international understanding through the Lions Club. Our Elma Center Lions Club formed a committee to work on a scholarship that showcases our local seniors' volunteer work in our community and surrounding areas. Many applied and the decision was very tough, as it is every year. We would like to acknowledge all applicants and applaud their volunteer work. Quoting Melvin Jones, "You can't get very far until you start doing something for somebody else." This year's recipient of the Elma Center Lions Club scholarships have demonstrated the importance of community service. Congratulations to Madison Schromick and Iris Quinlan. The next presenter is Dale Bowie Downer. I was going to say Triple D.
Nobody knows him by Dale anyway. Good morning. As long as Matt went through all the stuff that the Lions does, I don't have to read all through that, so I'll pass that. He told you we're a good organization, so. The Merrilan Lions Club, due to the community support of their annual fundraisers, is able to present a $500 scholarship to a deserving student in the senior class based on their academics, leadership, co-curricular involvement, and service to school and community. This year's recipient is Miss Brittany Tracty. Brittany plans on attending the University of Wisconsin Marshfield, Wood County. Next presenter is Bob Danke from the VFW.
Good morning. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Post 8494 Alma Center VFW to be here again this year to present some scholarships to some very worthy students. We developed this program about 3 years ago. It's not necessarily based on academics, however, we did a little twist on it this year. We had asked the participants that had parents, grandparents, or brothers or sisters that served in the military to write in 200 words or less a little bit of what they plan on doing in the future with their lives. We had 3 people respond, and would Brittany Tracty please step forward? Brittany, I believe you're planning on attending University of Marshall, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. On behalf of the Alma Center VFW, we want to present Brittany with a check for $100 and also this certificate. And thank you very much. Stay up here, okay? And then next would be Madison Schromick. Madison, I believe, plans on attending the University of La Crosse, right? Okay. And again, they all wrote with 200 words or less, a nice essay telling us what they're going to do with their futures. Maybe I'll even go over that here in a little bit. And then the next recipient would be Rebecca Nerby. Rebecca? And Rebecca, I think you're going to Chippewa Valley Technical College, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay. And there's a check for $100 for you, Rebecca, and your certificate. Rebecca's plans, if I'm not mistaken, are, let's see. She will be attending the University of, or the technical school in Eau Claire, Chippewa Valley Technical School. She plans on going to school to participate in what? Criminal justice. I guess we need a lot of those people. Okay. And then Ms. Schromick, let's see. She says in her future endeavors she will attend the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, majoring in biology on a pre-dental track. She plans to obtain her bachelor's degree of science there and then continue education in dental school. It's not a short course, it's like 10 years worth of studies if I'm not mistaken, so she has some things ahead of her to work on. Okay. And then Brittany's career goals are to become a registered nurse and help people feel better when they're sick. That's very admirable. I'd like to thank these people for participating in our scholarship program. Our next participant is Ryan Stubrud.
Ryan Stubrud was unable to be here this morning, so I'm actually going to be presenting these scholarships. The Secularyville Cemetery Association Scholarship, I actually feel kind of honored to hand this out because this is one that I received just a couple of years ago when I went off to college. And my mom is actually the caretaker of that cemetery. So the Secularyville Cemetery Association established a $1,000 scholarship for a student from Lincoln High School who lives in the Hickston, Northfield, or Garden Valley Township. The criteria are based on academic performance, leadership, and involvement in community activities. This year's recipient is Miss Madison Schromick. The FFA Alumni Scholarship is open to all graduating seniors in good standing with the FFA organization and the ACHM school district who plan on pursuing post-secondary education. There are 2 scholarships awarded at $500 each. This year's recipients have dedicated numerous hours to both FFA and their community. They are Miss Natalie Fisher and Miss Madison Schromick. Up next, we have Judy Ransom.
Good morning. This scholarship for my husband Gene and I originated as a grateful thank you and a meaningful way of giving back to the Merrilan Alma Center and Humbird School District, its teachers, students, and the community at large. Gene attended the Merrilan Alma Center schools and continued on to the University of Eau Claire, and then continued on to the University in Madison. Gene's careers began in the field of education and finished in the field of banking. When Gene took a break from the classroom, I too continued graduate work in the field of education. Gratitude and giving continued on in our family as our two daughters continued undergraduate and graduate work in the medical field. One is a physical therapist and one is a nurse practitioner. So you see, sharing our family and life and things that happen, you understand that we support continuing learning, being in a four-year college, a community college, a vocational college, and even nowadays, on-the-job training. We are grateful to the systems, the people, and the opportunities along the way. We wish you the best as you continue on, and we hope that you will stop sometime in your life and feel gracious. And we hope you will have the opportunity to give back to others, and that have helped and encouraged you along the way. With that said, congratulations to all of you. We present this $2,000 scholarship to Jessica Turk. Jessica is continuing on with her education at the University of Eau Claire, studying art with an emphasis in graphic design. Our next presenter is Kathy Powell and Beth Millis.
Good morning. Congratulations to the Lincoln High School graduating class of 2018. My name is Kathy Powell, and this is my mom, Beverly Millis. We're here to award the Rick Millis Memorial Scholarship. One of the reasons that we have decided to give the scholarship to the Lincoln High School is because my amazing mom is a proud alumni of the Lincoln High School class, graduating class of 1955. Another reason is that we wanted to give back to our communities that help raise and support us. Therefore, we decided one way to do this is to award scholarships to honor my oldest brother, Rick, who passed away in 1988. This year's Lincoln High School Rick Millis Memorial Scholarship recipient will be receiving a $4,000 scholarship. The student our family chose to receive this scholarship is very deserving, and we are thrilled to award the scholarship to June Brown. June will be attending University of Wisconsin Oshkosh in the fall to pursue a degree in nursing. And next up on the agenda is Jim Huffman.
Since I have the podium for a bit, I think I will also lecture you on technology, as Larry Lunda started. Back in 1970, he was talking about slide rules and the advent of calculators. Me, a 1982 graduate, I got an electric typewriter from my parents for graduation. It even had an autocorrect with a little tape on there. So that's how fast in 12 years we went from slide rules to electric calculators. And also that fall they introduced the Apple Macintosh computer, a 64K. Anyway, today I'm here to announce the Robert Knuckles Johnson Scholarship. Knuckles was a truck driver for our company, Huffman Construction, who passed away in 2012. The company honors him by making scholarship money available to targeted students with financial needs who have showed they are hardworking and goal-oriented. This year's scholarship recipient is Miss Madison Tromick. Maddie will be attending the University of Wisconsin at La Crosse this fall in pre-dentistry. Next up is Alice Gansel.
Congratulations to the class of 2018. The word teacher brings up in everyone in this room, brings up in your mind a special, special person in your life. And I would like the class, before you leave these last few days, to go tell your favorite teacher, whether it be elementary, high school. Give them a thank you. Tell them how much you appreciate them, because sometimes that means more than that paycheck that they get. I have spent my life in teaching and preparing teachers, and so it's a special place in my heart. I was very happy to see that my recipient is Ricky Lamp, and would you please come up here? Last year I gave the scholarship to a gal that went to a place where I taught, UW-Eau Claire, for 25 years, and I was happy to give her the scholarship, and I'm even more happy to give this to someone who is male and going into the elementary field of teaching, because that is so, so important. Ricky is attending Winona State University at Winona. I hope you're not becoming a Vikings fan. Okay. Well, then we'll go ahead and give him the scholarship. The next person is Ray Ransom. And smile for your picture. Congratulations, Ricky. Thank you.
I had a short 5-minute speech planned, but my sister-in-law took up all that time. The Alumni Association met about 18 years ago and was formed by a group of people, some who are sitting in this room, and we have a banquet each year. And each year we raise funds through that banquet to give away scholarships. This year, the Sunday before Labor Day will be our 17th annual banquet, and we have given scholarships every year since we started. We are going to present 4 $1,000 scholarships this year, and if you haven't had an opportunity to attend one of our banquets, please do it. It's at Castle Hill, and it's a really great time to see people from all levels of life, all ages. Anyway, I'd ask my recipients to come up and stay on the stage until we're all up here. Callie Fry. Cassidy Hubert. Iris Quinlan. And Andy Spaulding. Next up is Nina Severson, Federation Corps.
Federation Cooperative annually presents a $1,000 scholarship to a graduating senior at Lincoln High School. Parents of the recipient must be active members of Federation Co-op, and the student must achieve a minimum grade point average of 2.5 on a 4.0 scale. This year's recipient is Ms. Cassidy Huber. Up next is Dan Coxland.
Good morning. Badger mining is one of the largest industrial silica sand producers in the United States, with 3 sand producing facilities in Wisconsin: the Fairwater plant located in Green Lake and Fond du Lac counties, and the Taylor and Alma Center plants. Badger mining also owns 3 coating facilities that are located in Taylor and 2 in Maryland, Wisconsin. Badger mining has been participating in this scholarship program since 1986. Each year, 5 students from each of the areas in which we have production facilities or offices are awarded a $10,000 scholarship. The selection committee looks for deserving students intending to pursue a degree in an engineering-related field. Additional considerations are given to the class rank, academic performance, character, and extracurricular contributions. The student chosen this year has participated in Quiz Bowl, strategic gaming, National Honor Society, cross country, and track. This year's recipient plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, where he will pursue a degree in engineering. It is with great pleasure to award the Badger Mining $10,000 scholarship to Simon Mickle. Sam. Next up is Mr. Jerry O'Brien.
Good morning. My daughter Annie O'Brien was a student here at Lincoln, graduated in the class of 1999. Sadly, in 2003, in August, her life was cut short by a hit-and-run driver. And our family has set up a scholarship in her honor that it's a little unusual. We attempt to recognize a student who has both exhibited academic success, but at the same time, in a very creative way. Annie was an outstanding artist, a graphic artist. And she also showed an ability to help her fellow students who were struggling a lot. She had several friends who were not quite as academically successful, and she spent a lot of time with them and really helped them along. So our scholarship tries to promote and recognize that activity. It's a $500 scholarship, and so this will be, also we try to recognize these acts of goodwill in and out of school. So this year's recipient will be Madison Schramm. Now please welcome Brittany Lofgren with the Green Leaf Trucking Scholarship.
Brittany could not be here today, so I will be presenting this. This is our first year of the Greenleaf Trucking Scholarship, a local company that decided to invest its time and generous funds to a Lincoln student. This year's recipient is Miss Cassidy Huber of a $500 scholarship. Presenting next is Miss Christine Matthews.
Good morning. Congratulations, class of 2018.
I'm Christine Matthews. My daughter was Megan Powell. She was a student here in 8th grade. This is her sister Olivia. Megan always wanted to be a teacher ever since she was in kindergarten in Miss Journey's class. She used to play teacher with Olivia all the time, who hated it because she always had to be the student, not the teacher. So in memory of Megan, we wanted to establish a scholarship to a student that wanted to fulfill their dream in becoming a teacher or work in the field of education and to pursue their dream through a college education. This year we are giving a scholarship to Ricky Lamp in the amount of $1,000. Next up is the Oshozi.
So in keeping with the technology thing, when I was a junior in high school, I remember the internet coming, so. And having a laptop in college and being the only one on my floor with one, so. My brother and I wanted to do a scholarship to encourage students that are going into the field of agriculture. It's obviously important to us, and just wanted to do what we could to assist a local student. So this year's recipient of the Schulte Family Farms Scholarship is Abby Spalding. Next is Jerry Huber from Jackson, Illinois.
Morning. Jackson Electric Cooperative, a member-owned electric utility, awards a $1,000 scholarship to each of the 8 high schools in our service territory. Cooperative are concerned about the community they serve. Therefore, it is our hope that these scholarships aid in the coming education from one student from Alma Center-Humbird-Merrilan High School. On behalf of Jackson Electric Cooperative, I'm proud to present Cassie Huber with a $1,000 scholarship. Next up is, I'm not going to kill the last name, Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning. Today I am honored to present a scholarship on behalf of Ashley Furniture and the Wanna family. This year, Ashley will be awarding 117 scholarships to students across the United States to help offset the escalating costs of higher education. The Ashley Furniture Grants and Aid Scholarship awards a one-time $2,000 scholarship to children of Ashley Furniture employees who have met all application requirements. We are proud to announce this year there are 2 recipients of this award from Lincoln High School. Congratulations to June Brown and Miguel Barrios. I'm pleased to announce your next presenter, Kara Wenzel.
Good morning. Each year, I teach a class. It's called the Assistant Child Care Teacher, and that provides students who successfully complete it with an 85% grade and higher. Also 10 hours of working in a daycare center and 85% of attendance and higher. and prepares them to work in a daycare center as an assistant child care teacher. It's also an awesome way to lead in and get a taste of what the field of education is all about. So I've had 2 Lincoln students this year who have met those criteria, and those are Elizabeth Johnson and Ricky Lamb. And next up is Miss Mandigo.
Each year, 3 Red Cross blood drives are held here at Lincoln, and I would like students who have made 3 or more donations to stand when I read your name. If one of those 3 donations were made in the summer, they are eligible to wear a red cord from the Red Cross. They are Mackenzie Brandt with 3, Johnny Gerber 3, Jackson Risch 3 and a red cord recipient, Jonathan Martin, 4, and a Red Cross Red Cord recipient. Asher Morales, 4 donations. Everest Bandel, 4 donations. And Iris Quinlan with 6, and a Red Cord recipient. Thank you. I would like to also recognize 4 seniors for their outstanding dedication to volunteering at our drives. Would they come forward and receive a certificate, please? Mary Hinchcliffe, 7 hours. Callie Fry, 7.5 hours. June Brown, 14 hours. And Iris Quinlan, 16 hours. June, you want to just stay here? The Red Cross also offers a scholarship based on the number of units collected at our drives. Due to community and student support this year, we are receiving $500 from the Red Cross. The Red Cross scholarship winner is June Brown. The next group of students I'd like to come up on stage are students that volunteered their time and leadership this year, organizing many student and community events here at Lincoln. They were involved in planning homecoming, 2 blood drives, and the Veterans Day program, just to name a few of our activities. Their dedication and compassion to the school is outstanding. This year's student council members are William Steindorf with 1 year of service. Callie Fry, 4 years of service and our secretary. Mary Hinchcliffe, 2 years of service and our treasurer. And with 2 years of service and our student council president, June Brown. Thank you, girls and gentlemen. Our next presenter is Amanda Kampa.
Good morning. To the class of 2018, I've enjoyed teaching and coaching you the past 5 years and sharing my passion for current events and politics with you.
It's been an honor. I could give you a lot of memories from 8th grade civics, but we'll do that this week. But I wish you guys all the best of luck and congratulations on your graduation. I'm giving out 2 awards from the Social Studies Department. These awards go to seniors with top grades in the elective Social Studies courses. The first award, the Excellence in Economics Award, goes to Grace McWilliams. And the second award goes to Fawn Lloyd. It's the Excellence in Psychology Award. All right, next will be Mr. Ted Ingrid.
Okay, I'm the forensics coach at Lincoln High School, and this year we had 1 senior participate in forensics who stayed with it for the whole season. That's Mr. Jonathan Martin. Jonathan receives a second-year award, plus he earned a trip to the state festival in forensics, although unfortunately was unable to compete there because of a family commitment. But he achieved the hard work of earning that trip to state, so congratulations. And next up will be Mr. Mitch Klimek.
Good morning. How's everyone doing today?
Great.
That's good. As you can see, I'm up here to announce a few award recipients as well as a scholarship at the end. I kind of make this running joke every year. A couple years ago, they asked me to announce a math one for some reason, even though I've never taught math. And I've been doing it for a couple years now. They said originally just one time that you would have to do it, you know, just to help out. And now I've done it for 5 years, and they keep adding on to it. And they actually said now I have to go to Blair Taylor next week and announce that their awards and Black River and stuff like that. So I don't know why, but they just keep adding on. It must be something about my soothing voice, I guess. So I'm going to start with the math awards. I have a list of recipients for the Excellence in Advanced Mathematics. And the recipients this year are Natalie Fisher, Cassidy Huber, Mary Hinchcliffe, Maddie Schromick, and Fawn Lloyd. One more math award I have for the Excellence in Consumer Math, and that is Eric Estrada Olvera. I lied, I actually have one more math award. Excellence in Geometry. This year's recipient is Everest Bandel. On to the Science Awards, but to the Science Awards that are for classes that I've actually never taught in science. This first award is the Physics Award, and it's going to an individual that I would assume is extremely capable in physics, because in my experience she's pretty much capable at everything that she does and goes above and beyond in absolutely everything. So this year's Physics Award recipient is Abby Spalding. Next up is the Chemistry Award. The chemistry award goes to an individual that I've worked with in a few different classes now, and I've seen just a huge improvement since 7th grade in what he's capable of and how much he can do in just about any class. And this year's recipient is Everest Bandel. And now for the awards for the classes that I teach. AP Biology. This is my first year teaching the class, and I've really enjoyed it. I've had a great group of kids that have stuck with it for the whole year, most of them at least, despite some of my shortcomings in the class. But this year's recipient for the AP Biology Award is Abby Spalding. Next is my Anatomy and Physiology Award. This goes to a student who has much more experience in, the field of human health than I do, that's for sure. And it's been reassuring knowing that I think if I ever had a heart attack or, something happened to me during class, that she would be able to actually take care of me based on her experience and knowledge in the field. So this year's Anatomy and Physiology Award recipient is Iris Quinlan. The last science award goes to a student who has taken the most science classes here at Lincoln. In fact, I've had this individual 4 out of the 6 years that I've been here, and they've also taken two-way classes beyond the ones that are offered in this school. This year's recipient is someone who, I guess, is just an outstanding individual, not just in the classroom, but in everything that she does and every experience that I've ever had with her. She's also my TA this year, which is not the most, probably the most glorious position, being a TA of a biology teacher, but she's stuck with me the whole time and has never complained once. So this year's recipient for the top science student is June Brown. And now for the things that kids actually care about, where they get some money. I'm here to announce the Lillian Johnson Oldham Scholarship. Lil Johnson, a 1936 graduate of our district, strongly believed in the value of education and realized that some students need financial assistance in order to pursue their post-secondary dreams. Because of these beliefs, a permanent scholarship trust was established. The trust was extremely generous this year and has awarded 4 scholarships to Lincoln students. This year's recipients are June Brown, Cassidy Huber, Becca Nerby, and Iris Quinlan. Next up is Miss Diane Kuyak.
Well, believe it or not, this is the first year I've given senior awards. This is the first year I've had seniors as students. So I'm excited to let you know about all the opportunities that these kids have had. We have an opportunity for students to get almost 12 credits of post-secondary English credits here, all free of charge to you, Mom and Dad. Our kids have done, I think I've had good experience with the kids this year, and they've really done an outstanding job. So I would like to recognize first those students who were in Advanced English 12 who achieved a 94 or above average. Would the following students come forward? Natalie Fisher, Mary Hinchcliffe, Sam Mickle, Asher Morales, and Jessica Turk. Second semester, I became a professor. Put that in front of my name, and they can put that on their paper when they give me credit on the top left-hand corner. I'm teaching English Composition 1, which is a transcript and credit class from Chippewa Valley Technical College. So the students in that class will receive 3 credits, as long as your paper looks good tomorrow. But those who so far have achieved a 94 or above average in that class would be Natalie Fisher, Fawn Lloyd, Riley Johnson, Jessica Turk. We also have credits beyond my class. I believe that your teacher was Jeffrey Verona, and he obviously can't be here to give your award out, but for those students who achieved above a 94 average in English 102 and English 250, that would be Abby Spalding and Callie Fry. And last but not least, I have the award for the highest grade point average in English. And this is quite an achievement since it is required every year, 9 through 12. And I'd also like to thank this young lady for being my TA this year. And again, it's not a glorious job, a lot of spelling tests to correct. But she has really become a role model to the kids in my 7th grade, the particular hour that she comes in. So they really enjoy seeing her and getting to deal with somebody who's a little older. And I appreciate all that you have done for me, Ms. Abigail Spalding. And next is Mrs. Esser with the Business Awards.
Future Business Leaders of America is the largest career student business organization in the world. FBLA inspires and prepares students to become community-minded leaders in a global society through relevant career preparation and leadership experiences. This year's Senior FBLA Awards go to 3 very deserving individuals. They have been leaders in our chapter through both community service activities and competitive events. These 3 young ladies also placed first in their events at the recent State Leadership Conference and have qualified to compete at the National Leadership Conference this summer in Baltimore, Maryland, joining over 10,000 of the best and brightest FBLA members from around the U.S. and 6 other countries. Please help me in congratulating this year's Senior FBLA Award winners, Callie Fry, Madison Schromick, and Abigail Spalding. The Senior Business Award is presented to the graduating senior that has taken the most business classes. This student found her love for graphic design in my digital imaging class, and she is naturally gifted in this area. She has even taken this into the yearbook class where she has created some amazing pages. I'm very excited to see where her future takes her as she continues her education at Winona State University, majoring in graphic design. Please congratulate Callie Fry as this year's recipient of the Senior Business Award. Wisconsin's Youth Apprenticeship Program is part of a statewide school-to-work initiative providing students with hands-on learning. This work-based learning experience exposes students to different types of jobs and helps students learn and apply skills necessary to the working world. These experiences give students the opportunity to develop both hard and soft skills, as well as acquire knowledge for work and other life roles. Not only are these students participating in actual work settings and getting paid, they are also earning school credit. All of these activities are aimed at the infusion of workplace experiences into the academic environment to assist students in developing career goals, as well as work behaviors that will make them more employable. Lincoln has 8 seniors that participated in the YA program, and each student will be receiving a certificate from the Department of Workforce Development for the successful completion of his or her program. Would all of the YA students please come forward? And then come over as I call your name. Chance Betcher has been a part of the YA program for 2 years and is employed by Deer Cop Farms. Sean Dranowski is currently employed by Tyson's as a sales associate and in the marketing pathway. Eric Estrada Olvera participated in the YA program under the Hospitality, Lodging, and Tourism Career Cluster as an employee at Burger King. For the past year, Leslie Daniela Gorostieta Gonzalez has been working for Black River Country Bank as a bank teller. Mary Hinchcliffe is a CNA who started the YA program with Pineview Care Center as a junior. She is currently employed by Neilsville Care and Rehab. For the past year, Cassidy Huber has been working for Double T Quick Stop, participating in the Marketing Career Cluster. Kiera Millis Jordan started the YA program as a junior, working with Pineview Care Center as a CNA. Iris Quinlan started her YA experience as a junior, employed by Pineview Care Center as a CNA. She is currently employed by Black River Fire Department as an EMT. Let's congratulate all of our YA students. Like Ms. Kuyak, I also teach a transcripted credit class through Chippewa Valley Technical College. I actually teach 2 of them, and the one I'm going to talk about today is the Microsoft Office Suite program. And these students have earned credit through Chippewa Valley Technical College, and they have also gone above and beyond that. Microsoft Office certifications are credentials that can demonstrate specialized competence in 1 or more Microsoft Office programs. After completing instruction in my Microsoft Office Suite class, which is transcripted with CVTC, students can prove their skills and proficiency with Microsoft computer programs by earning the industry-recognized Microsoft Office Specialist certification. Individuals can elect to earn certification in 1 or more Microsoft programs, such as Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. The following students will be able to add this remarkable achievement to their resume. Please come forward as I call your name. Kiera Millis Jordan received certification in PowerPoint. Sean Dranowski received certification in PowerPoint. Mitchell Olson received industry certification in both Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. Jackson Risch received certification in both Word and PowerPoint. And June Brown received certification in Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. All right, I promise that's the last of mine now. Moving on, we have the 4-H scholarship. The 4-H scholarship goes annually to 4-H youth who have demonstrated leadership in 4-H, participated actively in their club, school, and community, and understand how their experiences in 4-H will benefit them in the future. This year, 3 very qualified 4-Hers have each been awarded a $500 scholarship, and 2 of those recipients are from Lincoln High School. Would Madison Schromick and Natalie Fisher please come forward? Madison Schromick has been an active member of her club, the Milk Duds 4-H Club. Through 4-H, she has participated in a wide variety of projects, taken part in the 4-H Youth Ambassadors, been a member of the dairy judging team, volunteered at a range of events, and taught the younger members of her club. She has also learned and practiced leadership skills she plans to use in the future. Madison wrote, "When I started getting involved in 4-H at a very young age, I experienced help from older 4-H members with many of my projects. As I got older and more knowledgeable, I began to help younger 4-H kids. I believe that is where my leadership skills began." Congratulations, Maddie. Natalie Fisher has been an active member of the Milk Duds 4-H Club. Through 4-H, she has participated in leadership conferences, judging clinics, and the Midwest Horse Fair. She has been an officer in her club for 3 years and frequently uses her time to benefit the community, teaching younger children and sharing what she's learned. Natalie wrote, "Specifically, 4-H helped me develop leadership skills, project management, presentation skills, and budgeting, which will all be incredibly important in my teaching career." Congratulations, Natalie. Their leadership has made them great role models in 4-H and beyond. Today they'll receive this certificate, and they'll also receive the scholarships at the 4-H Annual Award Ceremony next fall. The Hornet Pride Scholarship. In the past, United Education Association of Lincoln Schools annually presented scholarships to students based on grade point average, character, leadership, school community service, and involvement in co-curricular activities. This year, money was generously raised by donations and time from the staff at Lincoln Elementary and Lincoln Junior Senior High Schools. The 2018 recipients of $500 are Natalie Fisher, Mitchell Olson, and Iris Quinlan. All 3 students participated in multiple activities and contributed to their school in both in and out of the classroom, displaying such Hornet pride.
I'm upside down. Take it.
Up next is the Leland and Jeanette Larson Memorial Scholarship. Leland Larson grew up on a farm near Taylor. Both he and his wife, Jeanette, recognized the value of education. To honor his name and support education, they jointly established a scholarship fund for graduates of the Taylor School District. The foundation awarded the first scholarship from this fund in 1991. The foundation was later remembered in the estates of both Leland and Jeanette. Funds from their estates have enabled an additional scholarship to be provided for other Jackson County area graduates. Beginning in 2015 and continuing every 3rd year hereafter, a scholarship will be awarded to a graduating senior from Lincoln High School. This year's recipient of this generous $2,000 scholarship is Miss Callie Fry. Callie will be attending Winona State University in Winona, where she will pursue a degree in graphic design. And lastly, the Charles Seckler Scholarship. The Charles Seckler Fund Scholarship is named for an early entrepreneur for whom Secklerville is named. This scholarship was established by his daughter, Grace Seckler Ross. The earnings from her estate after the passing of her son would be designated for scholarships at the school districts of Alma Center-Humbird-Merrilan, Black River Falls, and Melrose Mindoro. This year's Lincoln recipient is Miss Grace McWilliams. Up next is Mr. Dale.
Each year, member high schools of the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association are invited to nominate student athletes for Scholar Athlete Honors. The program, which is underwritten by Marshfield Clinic, was launched in 1984 to demonstrate the positive impact of interscholastic athletic activities. To qualify for WIAA Scholar Athlete recognition, a nominee must have earned at least 4 varsity letters through the first half of his or her senior year and must have a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.0 on a 4.0 scale. In addition, individual accolades such as all conference and team accolades such as regional and sectional are considered as part of the award. The 2018 Lincoln High School Scholar Athlete is Madison Schromick. I'd like to welcome Mrs. Schulte back to the podium for a couple more words.
I'd like to present the art awards for Miss Blank. The first one is Rebecca Nerby. Throughout the year, Becca has consistently shown leadership qualities and a willingness to assist those in the art room with drawing techniques or mixing just the right paint colors. Becca consistently showed her attention to detail and quality. Most of you are familiar with her drawings and wire sculptures. Her trees are in high demand. For her efforts, she is being awarded the Georgia O'Keeffe Award for Best Choice of Subject Matter. The next award goes to Jessica Turk. Throughout the year, Jessica has consistently shown the ability to work at an independent level. Most of you are familiar with her graphic arts ability and imaginative work, especially with people. For her efforts, she is being awarded the Roy Lichtenstein Award for Most Graphic. The next art award goes to Jonathan Martin. Throughout the year, Jonathan has consistently shown the ability to use his creativity and be a great citizen in the art room. He models a willingness to participate and is very diligent in making up time lost. His efforts have earned him the Leonardo da Vinci Award for being inventive. And the final art award goes to Miguel Barrios. Miguel has consistently used his creativity and drawing techniques. Most of you are familiar with his portrait and pointillism projects. His efforts have earned him the David Hockney Award for Best Drawing. At this time, I'd like to recognize the National Honor Society students. The qualifications for entrance into Lincoln's chapter of National Honor Society are quite demanding. All students must maintain a 92% or higher average, provide teacher references, be involved in school and community activities, and accumulate 20 hours of community service each year. I would like to recognize the 12 senior members of the National Honor Society, but I would especially like to thank the seniors this year who did an amazing job organizing Project Christmas here at Lincoln. If you could come up to the stage and we could hold our applause till the end. June Brown. Natalie Fisher. Callie Fry. Daniela Goristieta. Mary Hinchcliffe. Cassidy Huber. Grace McWilliams. Sam Mickle. Iris Quinlan. Madison Schromick. Abby Spalding. And Jessica Turk. Your Senior National Honor Society members. The next awards go to the senior members of TAT2, which is Teens Against Tobacco. The use of tobacco is one of the leading causes of death in the United States, and I have been very fortunate to have a number of seniors who have been involved in the program for the last 2 to 3 years in spreading the message on the consequences of tobacco use on a person's long-term health. Their leadership has been outstanding, and their time in the classroom priceless. Will the following people please come up and receive my thanks and appreciation for all of the time and energy spent in this very worthwhile cause? Natalie Fisher, Callie Fry, Cassidy Huber, Ricky Liam, Jackson Risch, and Madison Schromick. The next award is the Dar Good Citizenship Award. It's not a financial award, but rather an award to recognize outstanding leadership and character. There is no money attached to this award, but this is one of the best recognitions we give today. The students' classmates vote on whom they think best exemplifies leadership, dependability, service, and patriotism, qualities that our country needs. This year's Dar Citizenship Award is Abby Spalding. The Wendy's High School Heisman Program recognizes high school seniors who succeed in the classroom, on the field, and in their communities. This year's Lincoln recipient is Miss Cassidy Huber. Cassidy earned this recognition by earning all conference placements in basketball and softball, along with a cumulative grade point average of 3.65. She was also selected to play in the Wisconsin All-Star softball game in the Dells in June of this year. Congratulations, Cassidy. The next recognition is the Presidential Academic Fitness. In order to receive this prestigious academic award, a student must perform academically at a very high level of achievement, a 96% GPA over 4 years of high school, and in the 85th percentile in a standardized test in math or reading, and we use the standardized test is the ACT. This year's recipients, we actually have 3. Some years we do not have any, so having 3 is quite impressive. This year's recipients are June Brown, Callie Fry, and Grace McWilliams. And then we will have a few final scholarships to award. When the need arose to find a new sponsor for the Salutatorian Scholarship, the Forsting family wanted to honor their dad by establishing a memorial fund to recognize his love of young people, family, and extended family. The scholarship was previously in memory of Frida Stam, who was Jim's favorite teacher and who also taught or was a substitute teacher for many of his children and grandchildren. The recipient of this year's Jim Forsting Memorial Scholarship is our salutatorian, Miss Grace McWilliams. Grace is attending the University of Wisconsin at Platteville this fall and will be majoring in criminal justice. This is the first year of the Al Brennigan Memorial Scholarship. Joan Brennigan wanted to create a scholarship fund to make annual awards available to Lincoln students in memory of her husband Al, who taught at Lincoln for several years. Alan Alfred Brennigan, known to his students as Mr. B, passed away in 1991. The scholarship is for a student pursuing a degree in the field of education with an excellent work ethic. This year's inaugural recipient of $1,500 is Miss Natalie Fisher. Natalie will be attending Winona State University and Winona University in Winona, Minnesota, and majoring in elementary education. The Donald Iceburner Memorial Scholarship was established by the Iceburner family to recognize an outstanding Lincoln senior from the Humbird area. This $250 scholarship goes to Mr. Sean Dranowski. Sean will be attending the Mankato State University in Mankato, Minnesota. The Sarah Iceburner Memorial Scholarship was established in 2015 to honor Sarah and her life. Sarah believed in good deeds and in giving anything she had to help others. The Iceburner family wanted to pay it forward and chose Mary Hinchcliffe with this $500 scholarship from the class of 2018. And our final scholarship will be presented by Miss Joan Gady.
Good morning and congratulations to all of you. It seems like just yesterday, see you walk in the doors as freshmen. Here you are seniors. Doesn't seem possible. This is the 15th year that we are awarding the scholarship in the memory of Jim, who was real active in his community. And this year's recipient of the Jim Gady Scholarship shows what it means to be a good servant in the community. From a young age, we have witnessed this person being very involved in 4-H, FFA, sports, and many other community service activities. But most importantly, we have seen how much this person cares for our community. And this is the reason we have decided to award the Jim Gady Scholarship to Maddie Schromick.
I just have a few final messages as we close the program. Graduates, I would like you to give a round of applause to all of the scholarship sponsors that are still with us. I think it's really important to note that the people that are sponsoring the scholarships often are doing so in memory of a loved one. And they have taken that money and are now investing it in you, someone they don't even know. And it is your job to take that and further your education and continue with the passion in your major, in your area of study, and continue, especially if it is in memory of someone, honoring that person and following through with your plan. This year, the Black River Area Foundation, which is the sponsor of many of the scholarships, where it does the kind of the business end as well. A lot of the scholarships, finances were raised and the money was increased. So this year we have over $75,000 for 20 some graduates. That's a lot of funds given to, once again, and invested in you. And I really want to make sure that you appreciate that. And if you see some of these scholarship sponsors, you thank them in person. We'll talk after this. We have a little meeting about thank you notes and the importance of those as well, and following through. I do appreciate everyone's contribution in this community. What a wonderful small community we have here. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Seichter, who's not even really in here during the program and has such a huge part in putting everything together. So graduates, make sure that when you see her, when you're looking at your fees and fines and all your other paperwork as you close out the week, you thank her as well for her contribution to making this morning possible, all right? So thank you once again, really appreciate everything. We couldn't have this program without, like I said, the generous community sponsorship. Seniors, if you did receive a scholarship this morning, you are required to stay, and we will have a meeting regarding your scholarship and disbursement and other important items. Thank you and have a wonderful day.